What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Rating Climb. We're going to go for 1900, and today is kind of a special day for two reasons. I got a haircut for the first time in several months. So that's a good sign, because before I just wasn't feeling up for it. And the second thing is this is probably going to be the stream where we cross 400,000 subscribers, depending on how many people subscribe, of course. But there's a good chance that we will. So I have that counter on there so you guys can follow that, and we'll play some games while we wait for that. So, bam, what's going on? Hey guys, you just subscribed. Awesome. 399,836. So, pretty close. Pretty close. All right, let me go ahead and jump into a game while we wait for that. Peter Potzer is going for 1900. You're plumbing a bathtub and listening to chess. Hey, there you go. That's how you do it. All right. D4. Let's try. I guess we can play another King's Indian setup since that worked out fairly well last time. We're going to see the G3 move. Okay. We're going to keep doing this. Keep doing this. And I think, what's the move here? Let's go ahead and castle. I think we can play, I think we can play knight to c6 and bishop to f5 is actually one of the lines, if I'm not mistaken. There's some interesting things that happen after bishop f5. We'll see if I remember any of it. Did we lose a subscriber? Somebody unsubscribed? How could you unsubscribe at a time like this? That's not cool. Okay, so if I go bishop f5 right now, b4. Do I care about b4? What happens if I play e5? Hey, DT. Thank you. Don't know what that symbol is, so 10,000 of something, but I appreciate it regardless. Yeah, I don't know if I'm familiar with this move. I mean, yes, b4 is going to happen. I don't know if that's a big deal. I could stop it if I really want to with a5, or I could just ignore it and do some other stuff, e5, or bring the bishop out like I was planning. Interesting. Yeah, let's play a5. Why not? Although, in some lines, I think you actually do move your knight over there. So maybe I shouldn't do that, because then I lose the ability to move my knight there when this happens. Interesting. Maybe I could just play e5 and just see what happens. Let's just play e5. I don't actually know. I'm out of my book here. So we're going to just strike at the center. And, you know, of course, we have the rook to recapture the queen if we need it. I think that's what's going to happen. Let's go ahead and take. We can do a queen trade here. We're losing subscribers. Nope, there it goes. Maybe we won't hit 400,000. Oh, a Vietnamese dong. Okay, thanks. The next chess adventure video, it's been recorded. It's just in editing. So he plays queen c2, which immediately looks like a weird move to me. Why? Because I wanted to play bishop f5 anyway. Hey, Fisher, thank you. Appreciate that. I wanted to play bishop f5 anyway, and now I can do it with the tempo on the queen. So that's kind of nice. And an e4 is not an option because we have two pieces. So let's go ahead. Develop with tempo. It's always a good sign. So now the queen's probably going to go, I don't know, here. And we do have that knight a5 move that we talked about, which I could play. Keeping an eye on things like e4 to unleash. Okay, queen c3. So again, the first move that jumps out at me is knight to e4 because it's a tempo gain on the queen. Whenever I can move forward and gain a tempo, I usually like to do that. Doesn't necessarily mean that it's the best move, but Might be a good move. Also starts to unleash the bishop. We still have the pawn in the way, but could also play something like queen e7 to defend the pawn this way and make space for a rook. But no, I think I am going to just keep attacking the queen. Bring my knight forward and make it move again. Okay, queen e3. Queen is going all over the place. So we can't immediately attack it again, but I can move forward with my knight. If we get a trade, then the pawn could move forward again and gaining a tempo. Is that really what I want to do? I don't know. Could also just, again, something like queen e7 to make space for a rook to go here. Like a pretty good idea. Kind of looking for tactics. I don't see anything immediately. Also want to be careful that I don't fall for something here. Like if the knight moves, is my knight going to be in danger? Actually is something that I need to pay attention to, right? Like a move like this. And then maybe white's going to capture here. That looks pretty tricky. So, let's see. Alexander, hey, thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah, maybe I do want to move the knight now. So what if I go back here? Is this a good idea to attack the pawn? Very interesting position. What I like about that is it's starting to open up the bishop and then maybe e4 and we can do something there. Yeah, I'm thinking about going here. If c5 happens, what would I do? I could jump in here. Very weird position, honestly. It's a very weird position. I don't know if that's where I want my knight, actually. Knight to d4 takes, queen takes. Do I like the look of that endgame? Doesn't look too bad for me. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think that would be okay. So maybe I am going to go there. Now, what happens on this capture? Let's check that one. Then we have the fork. I think would turn out well for us. Okay, so very weird position, but I think having looked at all of that, I am going to go with knight to d4 and probably trade queens. Actually, I don't have to trade because I could take with the pawn immediately. So, yeah, do I want to leave the queens on or trade? Maybe I do want to leave them on, actually, because where's white's queen going to go? Maybe f4. Or would I rather trade? Okay, maybe I do want to keep the queens. All right, queen f4. Let's say we play rook e8, g4. Do I have to worry about losing a piece in that scenario? Bishop e5. It's very weird, but I think it's okay for me. Maybe not. Hold on. This could be... I could also just move the knight. I don't have to leave. Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. And if we need to, we can move the knight. But I'm thinking about rook to e8 to defend. So right now, this is the threat. And I can defend with rook e8. But then g4, if I have to move, I'll lose a piece. So that's what I'm trying to avoid. We have bishop e5. Queen could go back. Yeah, I still don't necessarily like the looks of that. Okay, so maybe we do need to move the knight somewhere. So knight c5. Threatening something like this, or even to come over here looks pretty good. Hey, Ryan. Appreciate you. You're just getting into chess and you love the content. Awesome. Thank you. All right, let's go knight c5. Interesting position here. We have, this, but we also have our bishop lined up here. We have the knight potentially jumping into b3. Queen is there. Got to keep an eye on this. There's so much happening, and I don't want to get too low on time. Okay, so he defends that, develops his knight. So maybe this is a move, but then we can always jump back to here. But I don't think we have to worry about that necessarily. I think I would like my rook to be on the e-file. c6 is also another move to blunt the bishop and allow my queen some more options. Let's go ahead and just start with rook to e8. And maybe this next. We'll see what white's going to do. If they do play b4, I think I'm just jumping over here. And then I'm going to look to take advantage of this. You're homeschooled. If you were at school, you'd miss all the streams. Advantages of being homeschooled. I can relate to that. Okay, so he brings the knight over. He's attacking the pawn here. We can defend. That's a simple option. We take this pawn if we want it. We'll lose this guy, though. No, we won't. It's defended twice. But I guess I could just grab a pawn. Is there anything wrong with that? Am I missing something here? I don't believe so. So let's go ahead. Snag the pawn. And now this is a passed pawn. That's nice. We go into an endgame. That's going to be a very annoying pawn for white to deal with. This is the kind of position where you just want to you don't want to blunder something, because it's such a weird position. If you lose a piece somehow or something gets trapped or forked, how you would lose this game, I think. So that's why I'm kind of playing slowly, but I'm also trying to be careful because it's such a weird position. I'm like, my brain's not familiar with it. Whenever that happens, you kind of have to slow down a little bit because it's easy to make mistakes. Okay, so we could trade if we want. I do have a fork. Wait a second. I have a fork. And he can't take my rook or he loses the queen, which is more important. So he has to move the queen, then I take the rook. So that looks like a blunder. Knight to d3 should do it. Let's just make sure I'm not missing something. I don't believe so. So we're gonna jump in. Jump in for the fork. White's probably gonna take it anyway. They're gonna get a rook and a knight for the queen. And they will get some activity with the pieces. But my pieces are also pretty well placed as well. So I think we're gonna be fine. Yeah, I think, oh, he decides to go there. All right, well, that's, I'm probably just going to trade and take the rook. Actually, I don't even have to trade. I can just win the rook immediately. So let's just do that. That's simple because I don't want to allow any defensive pieces. Yeah, we'll just take it. I mean, if you think about it this way, I get a rook for free, 5 points. If they would have sacked the queen, they would have gotten at least 5, 6, 7, 8, and I only lose 9. It's really a 1-point difference. That would have been the best option for white. Okay. Oh, cool. 27. Hey, thank you. Congrats on 400K. Praying for your health. God bless. Hey, thanks, man. Appreciate you. All right. I mean, it looks like a free piece to me, so I'm just kind of scanning, like, am I missing something? But I don't think so. So, take the piece. Blunder to queen. Oh, the queen is defended. The queen was defended. Okay. We could take here. We could... Yeah, it's probably the best move, right? Take the pawn. Hey, welcome to Stalematers. All right, so I want to simplify, so I'm probably just going to start trading some stuff off. Starting with this. Yeah, I did see that, but I can actually just take and go bishop f8. There is the bishop, but then we're going to be able to checkmate sooner, I believe. Yeah, oops, sorry guys. I didn't mean to do that. I grabbed the resize thing. Sorry. All right, yeah, I think we're okay here because we have probably a checkmate before white can actually do anything. So let's see. Where's the checkmate? Here. Here. Or here. Can also like defend this way, but I think I see checkmate, which is going to be easier. One of my kids is screaming. I'm going to have to take a break after this and see what's going on. Well, this is pinned, so you can't move that. You have to go back, and then it's just checkmate. So, yeah. But that was a nice try by our opponent. I will give him that. But the nice thing when you fee and kettle the bishop, you always have that bishop f8 move against back rank stuff. So we're okay here. All right, good game to our opponent. And 877. All right, still have a few to go. I'll be right back, guys. I'm going to just check on what's going on with one of our kids. Here's the game review. And I'll be right back. Okay, everybody's fine. I don't know why we were screaming, but everybody's good. Okay. 1881. Let's see. Do we want to analyze this game? We'll just go quickly through it, I guess. Let me put the eval bar on there. And was bishop f5 a move here? No, e5 was good. Okay. Ah, e4. So, yeah, this is a good learning opportunity. So instead of just attacking the queen immediately like I did, what Stockfish is saying is start by pushing your pawn, attack the knight, make it move somewhere. Let's just say over here. And now you have the bishop lined up on the queen this way, and you can do stuff with that, or even just leave that for now. It's saying to move the bishop. But you have this constant threat that white has to be careful about. So I don't know. Let's just say they play a random move like, I don't know, bishop g5. What do we do? Oh, we're threatening the pawn. All right, let's say they defend the pawn. What do we do? There's got to be some tactic here. Knight to d4. You jump in this way. Interesting. Yeah, okay. So basically, the point is you don't always have to just go for the immediate attack on the queen. That's definitely the simplest. That's what I saw. But Stockfish is basically saying there's other ways to do it too, where you can kind of leave it until a better moment, right? Like when you can take advantage of it more so than what you could do in this position, if that makes sense. All right, so that happened. Knight d4 was a good move. Pawn takes was a good move. Knight c5 was a good move. Yeah, so I basically played this pretty well. Both of these moves were good. Knight to b3 and rook takes e2. Okay. Yeah, so, okay. Wait a second. What? Oh. Does anybody see the best move in this position? It was not what I played. There's a better move here. Does anybody see a really good move? I'm going to give you guys a chance to try to find this one. Black to play a really nice move that I did not see. Barak come through. Somebody said d3. Nope, that's not the move. Anybody else? Queen e7. Nope, it's not the move. Good idea. Rook to c3. You can't go rook to c3. Rook takes g2. You can't take g2. e4. I don't know that I've seen the movie. Okay, a couple people said it. A few people have said it. All right, so the move is, you guys ready? Rook takes f2. Very nice sacrifice. Why are we doing that? Because if white takes, remember that fork that I talked about? Now it's even better. Now it's even better. Because not only do you get the queen, but you also snagged an extra pawn and lured the king out, and just everything about it is just a better version. Okay, so yeah, I didn't see that one. And then the second best move is just taking the rook. And Stockfish is basically saying, this is another way to trap the rook. Look at this. The bishop is hitting there. If you move here, you could just ignore it, or you could go, if you want, you could take the rook. I mean, there's lots of good moves, but that's it's an interesting rook trap, right? So, and all of it had to do with the fact that if I do go here, like I did, if white would have captured and captured, like I mentioned, they get two pieces, two big, large pieces for the queen, and they get to complete their development. They actually have a pretty active position here. The knight's attacking, the rook's involved, and my advantage is very small. I mean, you could see by the eval bar, 1.6. It's not a huge advantage. It's still an advantage, right? But it's not nearly as good as this. King goes, I take, right? Because now the king has been exposed. We got an extra pawn, right? You can see it's almost 3. And then the other way is also very good for me, doing this kind of thing. And if they do this, that's even worse. They don't have time to deal with that. They have to do other stuff according to Stockfish, like g4. So, wow. All right. Interesting position. All right, let's keep going. Let's play another game. I'm going to go back over here. And here we go. I did get a new haircut. Thanks for noticing. I did. What do I want to play? I guess we'll do this. I don't know. All right. Do we want a Ponziani, or should I try an Evans Gambit? I think some people were asking for an Evans Gambit. We could try that. $400 haircut? Thanks. I didn't pay that much, but glad you think so. Evans Gambit, some people are saying. H6. Wow. I think we've seen this before. People are so afraid of the fried liver that they are willing to play a move like H6. So what am I going to do? I'm just going to strike at the center, right? Strike at the center, try to take advantage of my lead and develop. Wow. So we're seeing a couple of questionable moves that don't really follow opening principles. H6 being one, Bishop D6 being another one. Why does Bishop D6 not follow the opening principles? Look at this, right? Now, when I see an 1800 rated player playing like this, let me adjust this. I think it's a little bit off. There we go. When I see an 1800 rated player playing like this, I'm actually going to be paying very close attention when we get into a tactical position. Because if you have bad opening principles like this and you're still 1800, that tells me that you're either very good at tactics or you're very good at endgames, or something is going on, right? Because otherwise you wouldn't be that high rated. So I'm just going to keep that in the back of my mind, right, as we continue to play. And I'm already going to start to think about like the possibility of sacrificing here. Takes. Check. But what happens if he tries to hold on to it? Or I could go check here and then king f6. Like, is that good enough? f4. Hey, thank you. I'm doing well. It almost looks like I could sacrifice right now. So we take. Or I could even... No, I can't push because then... Okay, hold on. Let's say we take. Probably the knight's going to take. Takes. We sack the bishop. The king comes out. We play queen to d5. Check. If the king goes to f6, I'm going to play f4. Looks like I'm guaranteed to win the piece back. Queen e7. I take. I'm castle. Yeah. I think it's good enough. So let's go ahead. Looks like there's a tactic. And again, I'm just scanning, but I think it's going to be... The other thing I could do is play f4 right here. And just throw these pawns forward. But no, I think I want to lure out the king. So this is super common. When you play e4 and bishop c4 at some point in the game, you always have to be looking for tactics here. Always. Especially when there's a piece that's hanging. This is a hanging piece. Now, queen d5 doesn't work because then black could defend both. But if I take first, check, king f6 is the only way to defend the bishop. But then I have f4, threatening to just take it. And if it tries to go back, I have e5, and I'm not only am I getting my piece back, I'm getting an attack on the king. So I believe we can do this. This one's an option too, but then it looks like, oh no, on king here I have queen f5. And on king here I also have queen f5. So hold on a second, is that even better? But then there's g6, takes, and then the knight comes out. No, I think I like this one better because I don't want to allow g6 and give the king some place to go. Let's go queen d5. Okay, so that's what I was expecting. And like I mentioned, I think f4 is the follow-up here to win back our piece. So let's go ahead. Not really any other moves that I would consider playing, I don't think. So here we go. f4. And this might also open up opportunities to castle and use my rook along the f-file as well. Okay, so he's just going to take it. Now, do I want to throw in this move first to force the king here? Or not? Maybe not. Maybe I'll just take and save that for later if I need it. Eight knights checkmate. I don't know what that means. But yeah, I don't understand that question. Okay. I think I'm going to castle. Why am I going to castle? Because I want my rook to be lined up on the king. I also want my king to be safe. It's a win-win. Also e5 check immediately if I want to like force the issue. But no, I want my king to get out of the center. And this is very, very dangerous for black. Extremely dangerous with the rook lined up on the king. So what is black probably going to do? Try to move here maybe? And run and hide? Maybe I'm just going to develop. What else can I do? I guess e5, trying to cut off the king from going back there. Bishop f5, do I care about that? Also, just developing looks pretty good too. Of course, you want to look for checkmates in this kind of position, but I also just have a lead in development. So I could win the game in other ways if there is no checkmate. How did the black king end up there? Yeah, I'll show you real quick. We just sacrificed to lure the king out. And then we got our piece back. And here we are. So always look for those tactics. Bishop takes f7. Very, very common in these e4 openings. They're not always good, but sometimes they are, and you have to just be constantly scanning and paying attention for it. And you know, you get a position like this, which is very fun to play. I'm expecting we're going to see this move, and I don't know what I'm going to do. Probably just develop, because I just don't see like an obvious win. I'm going to lose a tempo when the knight comes out, so maybe actually I will play e5 just to stop knight to f6. Yeah, maybe I will. And it opens up the diagonal here, which might be useful and at some point in the future. Ah. One is thinking for a long time now. 400K? We're getting close. We need 81 subscribers. Improved from 600 to 8 to 900. Nice. Very solid. Can't blame him for the long think. Yeah, this is definitely a position where you might want to slow down and be careful. Although it's so long, I'm just wondering if they just got tired of this game. I don't know. Sometimes people are like, "Yeah, this is not a fun position to play. I'm gonna go do something else now." Nihilist is back. Hey, thank you. Appreciate the 5 memberships. Nice. Black to go to lunch. Yeah, I guess they did go to lunch. Why not bishop g5? Because it's not my turn. That's why not bishop g5, because it's not my turn. Yeah, that would be a great move, wouldn't it? Double check, win the queen? Of course. But I'm expecting black's going to move this. Or the game is just over. I don't know. I don't know what we're doing here. Freddie Mercury Gambit? I've never even heard of that. Freddie Mercury Gambit? Is that a real gambit? Freddie Mercury. Oh, he does play king g6. Okay. I'm going to play e5. I already kind of thought about it. I don't want to allow knight to f6 and hit my queen. So this move is very powerful to stop that. And also it opens up this diagonal like I mentioned, which could be very nice as well. And of course this, loses the queen, so they can't even take my pawn. Knight to e7. Okay. So I'm thinking here, the bishop's going to come out. We come over here. King's going to go back. Although if the bishop comes out, I could grab a pawn. I don't really care about that pawn, though. Check, check. We take here, win a pawn that way. That's probably the best thing. Let's do that. We check here. We're going to swing over this way. And then we're going to snag this guy. And we can take, we can even just leave it and keep developing, get another piece into the action. I probably will take because it threatens to win a piece, so I probably will do that. But this is what I was saying, like, sometimes there's not going to be a checkmate, and you have to kind of look for what else is going on in the position, right? And go with that. So here we go. What will I do for 400K subs? I'll say, yay! Thank you for 400K subs. I don't know. I don't really have anything planned besides that. Okay, he takes here. I do have to watch out for knight f5. That's probably a tricky move. So I think I do need to trade this. Otherwise, I'm getting forked. I could sacrifice, but I don't think I need to do that. So let's trade and bring the knight out. He's got to take back, right? What's the think here? We go there. We're going to bring this rook over. It's still like kind of an equal position, actually. Which is pretty wild. 45 more subscribers. He goes for a check. I'm going to go here and trade queens and go into the end game. I'm just getting... yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I just want to do this. I think it's going to increase my chances to win. Let's go here. Probably going to double up and then try to infiltrate is what I'm thinking if the rook moves here. Moves there. Okay, I think I'm still going to infiltrate. And just leave that because I can recapture. Okay, we can win a pawn, but am I going to get into trouble if I do that? So if I take here, bishop comes in, there's a checkmate threat, I could survive. But then the rook's going to end up on the 7th rank. That looks dangerous. Real dangerous. So I probably shouldn't do that. But what should I do instead? I don't actually know. I don't know what to do. I'm gonna just play this move because I want to give my king some options, and now maybe it's more likely that I'll go for that. Okay, he takes. Plays a6. Yeah. Okay. Go here. b5. Let's try to stop that. I like my pieces on dark squares primarily, so I don't have to worry about the bishop. Let's go here. Okay. We're going to try to set a little trap here with the knight coming in. Let's see if black sees that. Let's see if they see this one. I mean, I guess it's not really winning any material, but it's could be dangerous for black. Hmm. Don't really want to allow that move. I don't know if I should trade, though. That's the issue. I don't know if I should trade rooks. Let me do g5. I'm going to see if I can somehow make something happen over here with the get the king in trouble. Attacking the pawn. Okay. Gonna get this one. If I go there, g6, I can still move there and I'd be fine. Black can't trade because of the extra pawn. So yeah, they have to do that. check. King goes there. Check. King goes back. Check. Takes. A5. King can't catch the pawn because you can't step into the box. See what I did there, guys? That should be a win. Here, takes. Here, that's the box. King is too far, right? And my king is perfectly positioned. So that's how you can use the box to help you in the endgame. All right, good game. That was a weird game. I had some weird vibes from that opponent, and I'll tell you why. Even though we won, I still had some weird feelings. Number one, you're an 1800 rated player, but you play like some two very strange moves in the opening. And then you follow that up by surviving like a very difficult position to play. And then you take like a super long time on one moment, and then you all of a sudden are like playing quickly, and you actually play very well through like the whole middle game. We can check, but that just felt really weird. Now, maybe that person just has never studied openings, and they had to go and take a break during the middle or something, or they were just thinking. I don't know, but it just seemed weird. That's all I'm going to say. And I'm not saying that because I lost. Obviously, I didn't lose, but it just felt weird. All right, let's take a look. I'm going to turn on the eval bar for you guys. Actually, no, I'm not because I don't have the subscriber counter over there. So they played questionable move, right? Which is like, what are you doing? Like, how are you 1800 and you don't know to not play a move like this? Okay, brilliant move. Great. So here it's like how are you going to survive this position? All right, this is where I want to see. E6. Okay. King G6. Okay. Knight E7. Okay. Bishop F5. That's 4. King H7. Every single move has been the top engine move. I just want to see how long it continued because that's the feeling I was getting. I guess it wasn't that hard. Maybe not. I don't know. It's just weird. Like I said, yeah, I just had a weird feeling about that. Anyway, we still won, and just want to show you guys what I was talking about. So right here, of course, I could have just, oh yeah, rook f4 maybe was even easier. But what I was trying to do is force a trade in a way that my pawn could get a queen, and that's going to be a guaranteed win, right? So I saw that I could go check, check, and then force the trade here. But it's important that if I'm going to do this, I have to understand, can black catch my pawn or not? Because if they can, I just threw the game and now it's a draw, right? But since I knew the box trick, can the king step into the box? No. One square away, right? So I knew that it was going to be fine, and you can just see, if we play it out, one move too late, I win. And the fact that my king was here, it was perfect. There's no way that black can force me to leave. And so that was it. Hope that makes sense. 982, 18 more subscribers. Hey, Robin. Thank you. Your videos and course have given me back the enjoyment of playing chess. You're entertaining and I pay for my entertainment. Hey, appreciate you. Thanks. I'm glad you've got the enjoyment back. Cool. Okay, so I guess we'll play another game. We need 15 more subscribers, and maybe it'll happen in this game. So what was the gambit, actually? Somebody, was it Nihilus? Let me see. What was the name of that gambit? Somebody remind me. I'm trying to find it, but I'm not seeing it. What was the name of that gambit? Hey, welcome to Stalematers. It was a joke. All right. All right. I was like, because I'm like, man, I'm pretty sure I've heard of like every gambit there is, and you're telling me there's a new one. All right, I was about to go look it up. Freddie Mercury gambit. I was about to go look it up. 4 more. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. Who's going to be the 400,000 subscriber? If you think you're the 400, there we go. Did it. Congratulations to everybody here. You made it happen. Couldn't have done it without you. Who was the 400th subscriber? If you think you were, let me know. Me. Oh. Me. Quite a few people think they were. Well, unfortunately, I don't know. That would be a cool feature to have. If YouTube is listening to this, it should add that feature. Like, it should notify me who the, like the hundreds, thousand cutoff lines, like who the subscriber was. That would be cool to know. Hey, Kip Gaming. Thank you. 10 memberships. All right. Y'all are awesome. And we're past it now. All right. Well, that was fun. Cool. Thank you, guys. I feel happy. Yes, I do. I feel happy that my health is coming back to normal, honestly. That's I mean, I love 400,000 subscribers, but man, when I was feeling like super sick a couple months ago, I was like, it doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. I need my health to be back, So, but yes, I'm thankful for the subscribers too, but 2 goals in 10 seconds. There you go. All right. Let's see if we can get to 1900. Is there, I guess I should ask, is there somebody who's a member who is rated about 1900 who wants to play? You can challenge Peter Potzer if you want. If you are watching right now and you are a member, let me know. If not, I'm going to just jump into another random game. On your alternate? No, it's got to be on the account you're going to challenge me on, not on a different one. Okay, I'm not seeing anyone right at the moment. Okay, so I'm going to jump into another game. I'm not seeing it. All right. Here we go. Let's see. 1888. So we're getting close. Will we play another Evans Gambit or Ponziani? Hey, Fisher. Thank you. Appreciate it. Let's see. We were going to try Evans. We didn't get a chance. Let me try again. We didn't get a chance to do it. Let's try it again. Ah. Aha. Ladis 91. Thank you. Here we go, guys. Evans Gambit. B4. Now, I am not a total expert on this, and he already plays a sort of a weird move. Most people are taking this pawn. This is a move. I know it is a move. It's so long since I've looked at the theory, I don't remember what's the point of this. Normally when they take, it's pretty easy to play. You play c3, you castle, you play d4, game goes on. This one, I don't know. I mean, what happens if I do this? I'm going to go here, I take the pawn. Can I not get away with that? I guess I got to try it. I might be falling into a trap here. Let's see. It looks like there should be a tactic of some sort. The question is, how do I want to do it? So again, what do we always look for? The sacrifice is on f7. Now is a moment. Takes, the knight jumps in. The king probably just goes here, and I don't really have anything. Hey, Sunish, thank you. Appreciate it. If we take with the knight, we're defending over here, but what's black's follow-up going to be? I just have a weird feeling like I'm about to walk into a trap. I just feel like I am. Why do I feel that way? because of this, because of this. I mean, there's so many queen moves that could be very dangerous for me, along with the bishop sacrifice, along with a potential trade or not trade. I don't know if this is a trap or not. So there's two ways you can play this. Number one is you play the best move that you think, and you learn from it. If it's a trap, you'll learn, and you'll probably never make that mistake again. The other way is you can just assume that there is a trap, and you play some sort of safe move. So what's a safe move in this position? I don't know, like queen e2, right? I can just recapture. I'm not moving my knight, so I'm not allowing any queen moves, right, to come in and do anything crazy. So that would be a safe move. The risky move is moving this knight and allowing all these queen options. Okay, does that make sense? Hey, Daniel, thank you. Appreciate you. So what am I going to do this game? Since I'm using a lot of time, I'm actually curious. I'm actually really curious. Is there a trap and what's going to happen? So I'm going to take it. Knowing full well, could be a mistake, and I could get into trouble. I mean, even this, right, is another piece of the puzzle. There's so much happening. Now, it looks like, from a quick glance, like I have the move d4, which kind of stops everything, but... Oh, maybe not, because the bishop... Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to lose the game. I just saw it now after I made the move. So I should have went with my other instinct of play the safe move. But I wanted to demonstrate, like, this is okay. If you're trying to learn, sometimes the best way to learn is, like, actually get trapped, which looks like is what's happening here. He's going to play queen f6. Yeah, I didn't see that. Or even this. Yep. Yep. And now queen f6. But we learned this is what could happen. Hey, Daniel. Thank you. Help me understand discipline and critical thinking. Very grateful to watch your streams. Keep it up. Awesome. Appreciate you. Yeah, so here we go. Now, there's one thing that you can do. Whenever you lose a rook like this might help some people here. Whenever you lose a rook, sometimes you can trap the queen. So that's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to play queen f3, and I'm going to try to trap the queen in the corner. Okay, so how am I going to do that? I'm going to play knight to c3. Notice the queen can't move. Notice that. Queen cannot move right now. And what I would like to do is play bishop b2 and trap it. Now the problem is then I would lose a rook. But what I can do is move my rook like here, so it's defended. Or even g3, so it's defended. And then I can play bishop here or here and trap the queen. You can also play e5 and just ask black the question, where exactly is your knight going? Where's the knight going exactly? No. I guess it's going back where it came from. Seems like a good move to throw in, make the knight go back. And then we can continue our plan of d5. Really? So he wants to give me this, take here, and give me this one too? Wow. I could also play rook e1 now. Bishop a3 is going to trap. Yeah. This is going to be good. This is going to be good. We're going to take here. He's going to take the knight. And I'm going to go check. And why am I going to go check? Well, for one, it attacks the king. And also, it sets up my queen trap. Look at this. Bishop a3. Bishop a3. Queen is trapped. And we're back in the game. So it's a question of, do I want to throw in this move first or not? I also have this. I also have this. I mean, there's a lot of ways I could play this game. I could sacrifice here. But I think I do want to go ahead and get the queen, probably. I might just leave this, though. I don't know that I really care about that much. Because then it might open up the rook eventually. Yeah, maybe I'll just play bishop a3 right now. Take my queen. Game's going to go on. Could also do this first. And then bishop a3. But the rook here could be a problem for me. All right, so with all that considered, I think I do need to just go ahead and take the queen now. I want to throw this in or not? I'm just going to leave it. I'm just going to play here, grab the queen, and then let's just continue the game. So that's a good one to keep in mind, right? Because that happens more often than you think. Somehow the queen ends up taking a rook, and if you're smart, you might be able to trap it like we did. And now we're back in the game here. So when I say we're back in the game, I think now we're probably winning the game. Okay, now I'm going to take, and I'm going to go plant my bishop here. Why am I going to do that? Because that's a good move. Is it a good move? Really? Hold on. Yeah, I guess it's a good move. Because I was going to trap the rook in there with bishop f1, but now I can't. I have to deal with this. Okay, yeah, that's smart. All right, what we're going to do... Physicals. I don't even play chess, but this channel has great entertainment value. Nice, thanks. You should play chess. I think I'm going to go here to get out of it. Because I want to keep this defended. I'm not worried about that because I'll take it. H5, I'll have time to deal with it. So we're going to go king d1. I can actually run over here with my king. That looks like a pretty safe square if I need to go this way. But what I want to do is play bishop f8. And that actually threatens to get a queen. Now that the rooks are blocked off, this is very dangerous. Black's going to try to double up here. I don't really care. I'm going to go here, like I just mentioned. Or am I going to go here? Hold everything. Hold everything. Queen here is a very tricky move because I'm actually going to sacrifice to get another queen. That's a very tricky one. There's check. I go over, check. I go up. Feeling pretty good about that. Let's play queen f6. There's lots of good moves, but I'm going to go with this one, I think. I'm expecting black's going to play here. That's a hard tactic to see if you're not used to it. And if they do see it, I still think that's a pretty good move because I'm going to follow it up with bishop f8 and then try to get a queen like this. Notice I've blockaded this pawn. This is another piece of the puzzle. I've blockaded the pawn so that the bishop can't defend. Okay, he does go for that, so here we go. We take the rook. And there you go. Get our queen right back. So essentially we want a rook for free. And I'm going to grab a pawn while I'm at it. Okay. Let's jump back here. Controls this, threatens this. Very dangerous square for my queen to be on. And that's a blunder because of the skewer right here. Yeah. Okay. So, good game to our opponent. 1895. I have to play one more game. Let's take a look at this one, though. This is going to be interesting to review, I think, and we'll talk about that trap that I fell for. And I kind of knew, right? I was kind of talking about how... Wait, did I not fall for a trap? Really? Okay. Thought it was. Totally thought it was. Let's put the eval bar on for you guys. So, interesting. B5 is a main line. Oh, it's a main line. It's not a trap. Okay. Okay. I did not know that. Not know that. What if they would have played queen first? Oh, you just castle. Yeah, this whole idea of trapping the queen here. Wait, what? Stockfish is so crazy. It's just like, no, you just play d3. Don't even worry about it. Queen's not going anywhere. Don't even worry about it. You'll trap it later. Oh, because you had to defend the knight. I get it. Wow. That's such a cool queen trap. So this was never good for black. That's amazing. That's amazing. So this is what I was talking about, though. I learned this because I decided, you know what? I'm going to go down this path and see what happens. Sometimes you have to do that to really, truly learn. So, Yep, this just wasn't good. This just was not good. Wow. How about that? Yeah, it did want me to throw in that move. It did want me to throw in the move even there. Probably because after this... Oh, and it wanted me to throw in queen takes b7 too. Interesting. Ah, ooh. Ooh. With a check. Look at that. Man. It's like the same ideas that I was looking at, but putting them all together in the exact order makes it even stronger. Makes it so much better. Look at this. Stockfish doesn't even want the queen. Stockfish is like, go get the king. And now, finally, it takes. This is defended. Oof. What a weird game. Man. Okay, well, there you go. I did not realize that about the Evans Gambit. Huh. So what's the main line? That's what I want to know. What's the main line here? You're not supposed to take it. You're supposed to just defend. Just defend like that. And the game goes on. Supposed to move my bishop back. And you allow this? Wait a minute. This is wild stuff. This is wild stuff. You sacrifice a rook, but it's still equal because you have a big, strong center, apparently. And the game goes on, and you're playing chess, even though you're down a rook. Oof. This is cool. I'm going to have to look into this line. Yeah, this is real interesting. I think the reason I've never looked into it is because most people don't play this. Most people don't play the declined. Lots of people like to take. But, yeah, real interesting stuff there. Huh. Okay, cool. Dun 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 dun. Do I play poker? No, I've played a little bit in the past, but poker frustrated me because sometimes you would make the right decisions, you know, and you still lose. Literally, like you play a hand perfectly and you still lose. You lose your entire stack, and I'm like, that's hard for me to handle. At least with chess, it's like, oh, I lost because I made a mistake. You don't play a perfect game of chess and lose, right? That's what happens in poker. Okay, let's finish this off. So I can go stretch my legs. Actually, I'm going to stretch my legs real quick anyway. And then we will go for 1900. Is it 218 wins? Yeah, I don't think I've even been updating that. I haven't been updating that at all. Thank you. All right, give me just like 1 minute. I'll be right back. Okay. Did my calf raises. Feeling good. Jump into a new game here. All right. 1931. Let's see if we'll play another Evans Gambit. That was kind of fun. D6. D6? That's boring. That's so boring. It's an opening. It's just a boring one. It's a boring opening. That's all I can say. Let's castle. And I say boring. It's just like there's no traps. There's no actually there's a trap, but only if black is like really dumb. The checkmate trap. But yeah, if they just play like this, you can't really force anything amazing to happen in the opening. So I'm not even gonna try. I'm just gonna play some normal moves. I'm not gonna overthink it. All right. We'll just take it. Okay, probably should defend that. Bring the knight out. Yep, okay. Play bishop g5. Or we could do something else. We could trade here. Kind of messes up the pawn structure, but not really that much. This could even be used by black against me. Bishop e3. I could play h3. Normally I don't play moves like that, but in this position it kind of makes sense because it's a logical square for some of these pieces. That being said, I don't have to do that. A3 to preserve the bishop if I want against something like this. I don't know. F3. Then you have to kind of cover up these weaknesses with the bishop. I don't really like that so much. All right, I'll play h3. Notice how once you're kind of mostly developed, right, in castle, then you can get away with playing moves like this. But it's usually not a good idea to play them super early when all your pieces are sitting on the back rank, right? So there's a difference there. Okay. Probably going to take that and try to put pressure on that pawn. We'll go here. And, yep, okay. I'm going to get the bishop out. I need to get my rooks involved. Let's go ahead and bring one to the d file. That looks like this is where all the action is happening. So we're going to go ahead and put a rook there. And let's see. Now what? Now what? Where do I want my queen to be? H4 looks dangerous. Let's go A4 maybe? Or D3, E2, I don't know. Actually don't know. Let's go here. Maybe there's some tactics that can open up with the queen. Like, for example, if I take... No, it's defended. Well, let's go bishop g5, and now maybe some tactics can open up. Because if we take that, then we can actually grab the pawn because the black can't recapture. Okay, they dealt with that. That was probably smart. Go ahead, put a rook on the open file. Okay, I think what I'm going to do is not allow that bishop to become a monster, because that bishop would be very powerful if I just let that happen. So I'm going to go back, and I'm not going to take that. Ooh, bold move. Bold move by our opponent. All right, well, I have to go back, no question there. I think that was a mistake, probably. Now, can we take advantage of that? Not immediately, but these pawns can't go backwards. So, wow, this guy is just... not scared, huh? Okay. Dennis. You had a rough week with 2 long work days, but you're coming home to a new climb video each day really helped you reset. Have a beer on me. Well, I don't drink, but thank you. I will take my wife out or something. Appreciate you. Where do I want my queen to be? I don't have a ton of options. If I go here, then c5's happening. Maybe c5's happening. Then I can jump over this way, maybe with the queen. I can also go to b3. A6 looks too far out of the action. All right, I think I'm going to go here. I think I am going to go here. And I'm sort of trying to think about how I can relocate my queen over to this side of the board. That's what I'm kind of thinking about. And even if I have to do something like this and maybe make the knight move, I just want to give myself options to get over to this side of the board. Wait a second. Black just threw the game just like that. Okay, well, That'll do it. That'll do it. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. There's 1900. Let's check the game review. We basically played a almost perfect game. Looks like one mistake in there. Let's see what it was. Put the eval bar on. Okay. Great. 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 Bishop g5 was the move that it didn't like. It wanted me to play knight to e2. What's the point? I don't know. Let's just say black does something like this. What's the point? It wanted me to play c3. Interesting. Just kind of different setup for my pieces. Okay. Anyway, not a huge mistake. Yeah, not much of a game. So if black would have played, let's just say c5. I think I was going to jump in here or here, one of these two moves. Let's just say this one. Yeah, that looks pretty dangerous. And it all goes back to that g5 move. I don't think they should have played g5. Even here, let's just say they play a different move. I don't know, bring the rook over. Still looks like this is going to be an annoying thing for black to deal with. Although Stockfish says you just bring the queen over and you're okay. Interesting. Yeah, pretty equal. Okay. Anyway, good game. Thank you guys for being here. Thanks for 400K and 1900. You learned to play the Traxler by watching my videos? Nice. Traxler's fun. Traxler is fun. Thanks, Apple Cider. Spartan, thank you. Time to cook some rice. Think you'll run into some losses in the 2K? Yeah, of course. Of course. We'll go to at least 2,000 and then we'll see. We might end it there. We might try to go to 2,200 and see what happens. Oh, update the wins. Thank you. Is it 219? 219, right? Always forget that. 219. All right, cool. 1 million? Yeah. One day. Maybe one day. Yeah, YouTube's my full-time job. Yep. That's right. All right. Y'all have a good weekend. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all the super chats and the gifted members and everything. Appreciate everybody. See you guys.